Okay, and we're going to use 3 completely different methods to recover our device. The recommendation is to watch the step-by-step video tutorial so you can recover your device. We're not going to use a PC either. In these 3 methods that we're going to do in this video tutorial, we're not going to use a PC. We're going to use 3 methods without a PC. What are we going to do? Well, first of all, we're going to connect to a Wi-Fi network to be able to do this same process. As you can see, this little padlock that appears on the left side, bottom, top left, we found that little padlock. That means that our device has a screen lock and also has a forgotten Gmail account. What are we going to do to recover our device? Well, first of all, we're going to connect to a Wi-Fi network. Then, we're going to explain that this device, as you can see, here appears this screen lock that we have forgotten. We have forgotten the password, since we have forgotten it. So, what we're going to do is recover our device. Well, we're going to click here where it says Use Google account. Here we also have the Gmail account. Now, what we're going to do is go back. It seems that it's not focusing well. Let's focus well. Let's go forward. Well, here it is better. Let's go back here to the home screen. What we're going to do is, well, we're going to use the keyboard of any PC. We're going to use the keyboard and we're going to use an OTG. But don't worry, if you don't have this keyboard, you don't have an OTG. We have another method that we're not going to use. So, if you don't have anything, you're going to be able to fast forward the video and you're going to see the second method. Let's enter the OTG. Connect them. Now what we also need now is a locked Zinc card with a PIN code. Let's enter this locked Zinc card with this PIN code. Let's enter what is the locked Zinc card. We are already blocked. Let's connect what is the OTG of our phone. Here we go to emergency call here. We are going to dial the emergency number according to your country. Then we click on call and we are going to select the enter. As you can see, it sent us the following options. That said, what are we going to do now? Now we are going to remove the locked Zinc card with that code. We are going to block it, we are going to remove the Zinc card to be able to enter Google Maps. Hold here, we click here back. Ready. We have entered what is Google Maps. This is where we want to enter. Then when we get in here, we go to here where it says jump. We click on jump. Now we are going to locate our location. This would be the first method that we are going to do in this video tutorial. Yes, as we said, if the first method does not work for you, the second or the next one will work for you. We have several totally different methods. Well, as we can see here, we have several options. Let's select one of these options that appears here. We are going to click on it. Now we are going to click here on share. Now we are going to select here on message. We are going to select message. Here a new message. Here we are going to write any message. We are going to click on it. Ready. Now we are going to delete everything that appears here. We are going to delete everything. Now we are going to write www.youtube.com. We click on it. We click what happens. Well, we're going to click here to see if it lets us in. We're going to see if it lets us in. If it lets us in, we're going to click wait. This has to be quick. We click here, we click the ball here before this update comes up. Before this update came up, we had to click the ball. If this update comes up, what we're going to do now is format our phone. We format it and come back again. Well, we've already formatted it, we're back again. We've formatted it, we're back again. So what we're going to do is delete everything again. Here we're going to write www.youtube.com. Now we have to do this quickly before we get blocked. We click here, we give it the ball, we click on settings. Once here it will no longer be blocked. We format it so that the update option appears. That always tends to appear sometimes, already in outdated devices. If you have an updated device, it will not appear. You will not get to update YouTube. Then we will click here where it says accessibility. Here we give it the first option. This control option is enabled. We click here where it says configuration. Here it would take us to the accessibility menu. Here we enable accessibility. Ready. That said, since we have enabled accessibility, we will go back to here. This would be the first method. We will leave it here unclear. Then we will apply the second method. We will apply the second method. The second method we will apply it. The second method would be we will click here where it says Motorola dot. Privacy Motorola. We go down, we will click here, then we will give the last option. We click here where it says motorola.com. Support this would be the second method. We are going to click here, then we click here where it says Google. Then we are going to click here where it says conditions. Then we are going to click here on these little balls that appear here, those dots. We are going to select Google. Here we give this. We are not going to click here to start, we are going to click it. It takes us to this section, but we are going to click it here to go back. Let's go back in. We're on Motorola, click here. Motorola, conditions, click here. Click on Google. Ready, it appears. Now that we've clicked on that, we're going to write any text and we're going to select it here on the white screen. Here on the white screen we're going to write so that this option is enabled for us. Now we're going to click it. We're going to click back. Sorry, we're going to click back. What I gave it where it wasn't. Let's go back and see that it works directly from there. Then we're going to use this magnifying glass that appears here in these letters. We're going to click on the letters and the magnifying glass. Letters and magnifying glass. Now we're going to click here on share. Here on share. Here we're going to select message again. As you saw that in the first option we selected message. It seems that it didn't work for us. We're going to click it. We click on message. Now it did work for us. We write any number. I'm going to select this one that I had already selected, that already has YouTube. What are we going to do? We're going to click it here on YouTube. We click on YouTube. We quickly give it the ball. We give it settings, as we had explained previously. If you get the option for YouTube, update YouTube. Then what you have to do is format it, and do it again as we did from the beginning. In the first method we did that. Now, then we click here on accessibility. We enable it with here, this one that says player. We enable it, then we click here in control. Then we click here in configuration. Here we are going to enable the accessibility menu. We enable it. After we have enabled it, then what we are going to do is click here On these three dots, and here we click on Assistant, and we are going to say Open Google Maps. That is only what we are going to say. We click here where it says Use 50. Let's go here. Ready. Open Google Maps. Open Google Map, and it would take us to Google Maps. As you can see, we are already in Google Maps. This would be the second method. Now we are going to use the third method. We are going to use the third method. We are going to go back. We are going to enter here again in Motorola. Here we are going to click here. We go to the last option that says Motorola Com Support. We are going to click on this profile. Then we are going to click here that says Sign in with Google. Sign in with Google. Here we click up and click down several times so that this option is selected. We are going to click here on Share. Then what we are going to do, we are going to select here where it says Google. Let's see if it lets us enter here Open Google Maps. And as you can see, it takes us to the same option to Google Maps. It takes us to Google Maps. It already takes us directly to Google Maps EH, but we have not enabled the services. This accessibility, how do we enable accessibility? Since in both options we enabled accessibility, so what we are going to do to be able to enable accessibility, we are going to click here on this little ball that appears here. We click here where it says Configuration. Then we click here where it says Accessibility Settings. Let's see what it gives us here. It lets us do. It doesn't do anything. Then we go back. Then we are going to click here where it says Accessibility Location, Google Location. What are we going to do? Well, we are going to click here. Here it says All. Now we are going to click here where it says Show System. We click Show System. Here the services appear from Google. If Google services appear, let's see, it lets us disable those Google services. It's letting us. So what we're going to do is go to this magnifying glass and type Accessibility. We're going to delete and we're going to write. Here accessibility will appear. We select and here we click on the accessibility menu. We enable this menu. Ready. That said, then what we're going to do is delete and we're going to write battery and we're going to select this one that says Apps. Battery usage of applications. Here we select the option that is pointing to us. We're going to select it. We go down and we're going to look for Google Play services. We're going to click here where it says EH Disable Application. We're going to disable it. After we disable it, what we're going to do is restart our phone. Restart it. We're going to wait until it restarts completely, or then complete what this process is. But this still doesn't end here. In some cases our phone always has some errors. How do we correct those errors? I always recommend watching the video tutorial to the end to be able to correct those errors. Well, now what are we going to do? We are going to click here where it says Accept and Continue. We are going to click there. We are going to wait until it comes out. We are going to wait until we get the next option. Here we are going to get the option to be able to skip. When that option to be able to skip comes out is when we are going to start the process. We are going to pause the video tutorial for a moment, since that always usually takes a few seconds or minutes. Well, what we are going to do is click where it says Do Not Copy. We click here where it says Do Not Copy. Now it would take us to this section here. We are going to leave it here. We go back. Now we click forward here. We click here where it says Motorola Privacy. We click here where it says Motorola the option. Then we select motorola.com support. We are going to click here. Here, we are going to click back. We are going to enter the last option again. Here in Motorola, we are going to click here the magnifying glass and above. We now click on share. Now we select what is Google. Let's type Google Mac here. Open Google Maps. It already appears. Open Google Maps. Those two options are already appearing. So what we're going to do is go back. We go back here, we're going to give these 3 dots. We're going to give it here where it says accessibility, then here we're going to write battery. The same thing we wrote, we delete one, we write another. Like so I wrote. Be wrong we click here where it says battery usage of the applications we click. Services. Google. Previously, we're going to have some errors we're going to explain to you, we're going to give it. Here it says continue offline, do not have any face entered in phone. We give it accept and continue, we give it accept here, we give it here in skip. Let's not do anything else because like our phone always we're left yes. Or yes we're left with those errors that I'm going to explain to you. What those errors are that we have left wait ready. The errors that we have left we're going to what is settings we're going to the last ones we're going to give it here in system. More good than I'm going to show you what the errors are. We're going to turn off the screen and turn it on and we're going to see that it doesn't let us roll at all. It doesn't let us roll at all, but it does let us roll down. So what we're going to do is go to System. Click here on Reset and we're going to delete everything so that we have an error-free device. You know if our video works for you, subscribe, activate the bell, like it, share it and leave a good comment.